Hello, fellow Sierra Leoneans at home and abroad. Today, I don't come for you now something very important here. Issue pertinent to this bill we just passed in Parliament, where the Speaker of Parliament using brutish way for pass am. Then he say it is send and go na the Supreme Court for go seek interpretation. So this now happen today, but I can't like so much. If anybody, if me not be respect anybody before this time, me I don't respect Sylvia Blyden. Sylvia Blyden, it don't almost attack everybody in the SLPP. As then they come with them way the machination, then way for blackmail the APC, for blackmail the past APC during Pasheki and other things them. Sylvia Blyden, they go against them. Sylvia Blyden, they rhetorically challenge them. So this don't create problem for the SLPP. Then they move this way for balance, just for suits this particular narrative, say this bill then pass on because the APC, they want use the APC before for blackmail the APC so that people then go accept, say yes, if it be not happen before, so it will happen. If it happen now, so why the APC they challenge her now? So all these challenges where the APC they make, the SLPP they counter by sending the narrative on the past, waiting me on they happen, and waiting me on for fool the people them and left the people them confused. But Sylvia say in the agree. So if today I not be the respect Sylvia Blyden, today I don't dove me heart to Sylvia Blyden for waiting they do. It don't almost attack all officials in the SLPP. Anyhow then come out, it give them back. Anyhow then turn, it give them back. Then twist them this way, they give them back this way. Because the SLPP, when they cancel, are full of lies, then they lie. Then they lie a giable one. And Sylvia Blyden not afraid for tell them, say, this na lie. It puts on their face, say, that's na lie, na the lie. Then waiting it do, it tell them, say, na this and this may happen, so time. Una not can lie na. Sylvia, I don't respect her today. If I not mean respect herself today, I don't give her a respect. I don't give her respect. Sylvia Blyden, don't challenge the SLPP in this constitutional amendment bill. For now, I think say Nina the voice we don't team up right now behind the SLPP. And the SLPP do not get any way for do. Pass them be as Sylvia. For now, Sylvia na a good reshatter. They reshat widely pass almost everybody in that country. They all the landed people them. Sylvia they reshat pass them all. So Sylvia, I want for respect you. And they respect you for waiting you do. So this now I get today now. So I don't want to go far. I just want let we go straight and listen. He attack Banjati Jansi. He attack that. He attack Keke Thomas Sandy. He attack almost all top officials. Them he do attack them all. And we know Banjati Jansi have been the former I think Secretary General of the SLPP. And a renowned lawyer, and I believe see now one of the respected lawyer them who gets, but Sylvia Blyden attack him, but a give him accolade for in truth some the other area where we talk the truth concerning this constitutional amendment bill with them pass, and the blunder way the Speaker of Parliament blunder for pass that particular bill. So they dove me heart to Sylvia for challenging the SLPP as at now concerning this issue. So I don't want to waste my time. I don't want long to watch waiting Mr. Banjati say. From there, I will come with two. Now waiting Sylvia say about Banjati Jansi and Yusuf Keke Thomas and they I will read them for now. Then I read for now again. Waiting Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi. From there, I go to Honorable Gevar. From Honorable Gevar, I listen to Honorable Gevar. From there, they go now to waiting Abdul Kagbo respond, because the allegation under Honorable Gevar say against Abdul Kagbo, and where they say against the parliaments that day, Abdul Kagbo can clarify that side. So I want to listen and watch waiting they go on.
Mr. Tijanti, you don't hear the conversation. I'm sure you don't follow waiting up on a parliamentary conversation, the amendment bill. What do you think about waiting up on a parliament? Forget a context, the voting and the speaker in ruling.
Well, I would say the proceedings will be a comedy of errors. You see, the Constitution are the most important legal documents in the country. Now, maybe they call that the premier law or the grand norm. Now, for all the other law there, you understand, they come out. Now, like the mama of the law there. So, when you change them, it's different from where they change other law there. Now, I make section 91 where they talk about, so say, usually, in Parliament, any question we put to parliamentarians, you can pass them by simple majority. But before the section they start, it tell you about exceptional circumstances. It tell you, say, except usai this constitution say other thing. And the speaker put all usai the constitution say other thing when are the exceptions to that rule day, including section 108. But then he misinterprets section 108 because section 108 gets two parts. You get one part when a section 108(2)(b), where they tell you, say, all anything provision inside the constitution where you want change them, you get forget 2/3 majority. That's not general for all things inside the constitution. Then you go 108(3). It tells you, say, certain things then in this constitution we get for do with we the people then. Especially we write them. We protected. Where you know go just canon or you change them anytime. Pass, you get 2/3 majority would on the force because that enough for all two they change the constitution. But put addition. Where means say if you go before the president they sign now, you go to the people them, make them vote in a referendum for endorse what in parliament don't pass. And this not for good reason. You know, say the 1991 constitution come after the 1978 constitution. When I be one party state, we right for associate and we right for get choice pan politics. So this constitution go for remedy that particular mischief day. Now make we put this so that in future, because the way we have been changed the 1971 to the 1978, you have been so abrupt, and we believe say constitution also say for the change and 50 fata. So now make them put and they say for change this constitution. Number one, any part panel, you forget 2/3 majority. Number two,
that part.
then thing they will entrench clause them. Way they want then they, you know, we not go just change and 50 parts. The people then forget say panel. Now in they go to referendum. But now I see the speaker misinterpret. The speaker take and say all within that constitution they deal with section 108. And that no mean nothing. How we go call like a statement and day, you know, that statement will go confuse we all. It's ambiguous. You understand it? Because section 108 gets purpose. Within a side note, it tells you say alteration of the constitution. How for change this constitution? Now in that whole section they tell you about. And one part it tell you say you forget 2/3 majority for change anything panel. The other part it tell you say you forget apart from the 2/3 majority, you take the thing go to referendum for change.
So now
they can now say all things we done they talk now within section 1083.
Let's just read section 108. It says subject to the provision of this section, Parliament may alter the constitution. 2A, bill for an act of Parliament under the section shall not be passed by Parliament unless A, before the first reading of the bill in Parliament, the text of the bill is published in at least 2 issues of the Gazette, provided that not less than 9 days shall elapse between the first publication of the bill in the Gazette and the second publication, and B, the bill supported in the second and third readings by the vote of not less than 2/3 of the members of Parliament. 3A, a bill for an act of parliament enacting a new constitution or altering any of the following provisions of the constitution, that is to say, this section, the chapters them. So you're saying it could have been 2/3 votes on the one that were not so entrenched clauses, and the one that were not entrenched clauses now they get referendum for.
Yes, 2/3 vote plus referendum.
So what happened on that day?
What happened on that day, as far as me understand, the speaker in ruling was that the section only applied to section 108, and only the section and the winner section 108(3). Now then forget 2/3 majority.
We're not to entrenched clauses.
We're not to entrenched clauses, and not to that the bill say. I mean, not to that the provision section 108 say. As far as my own interpretation and opinion can go.
Okay.
You understand? And then the whole procedure may be baffled, because I really want to go home and watch what be happen, because I see am live. But as you know, I believe that evening they were go home.
Yeah.
And from that end there was morning, and that day I come back, because I see where you go committee stage, where you go second reading. I see them debate before they vote. And me go believe, say, you know, before you go committee stage, before they even begin put the eyes and the dots, when I for don't vote, because it's under second and third reading. So I see they read them after committee stage. Now I see them put the question. Me believe, say, you understand, if I don't put the question even before you go committee stage, you know, because if I don't read the 2/3 before they begin pull things inside there. And then another thing is, I read now in ruling they say, in the refer this matter to Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Me don't know say I pull that power there. And if you even get that power there, it's too late in the day. You don't pass the bill. Parliament don't get nothing for do with that bill there again. The only person who get something for do with that bill there right now are the president. No section other than the constitution we see where say Parliament can make reference to the Supreme Court. The only person we see there now the proviso section 122, we say the president by petition can refer a matter to the Supreme Court we get for make final decision for judicial opinion. And this is now one such case, because right now we all confused about the procedure where they take pass this bill and the authority of the bill, because you see authority is crucial now. If the parliament not get the authority, and what they get the authority now we pass them by 2/3 majority. If the parliament not get the authority, then under section 1038 it's treasonable. If you pass law where you not get, or if the parliament pass law where they not get authority for pass, that's treason.
So in this explanation look tricky somehow. Honorable Gevao was here alluding to almost what you say. So say, you know, understand who that go refer this matter, because the speaker not get the.
You not get
the speaker not go there. So who that
the only person now can refer this matter, and me go advise them for do that now the president, because this is a serious constitutional crisis today,
So what in the speaker refer is saying an interpretation on how then they vote moving forward.
Before you go to the Supreme Court, you have to get legal basis. We forget what we call locus. What are you standing for that? You understand? What you give the authority for do that? Yes, the speaker on your own as person, Singapore, na Sierra Leonean, he can go to the Supreme Court for anything. Me self now, we all now can go to the Supreme Court for anything. But as Speaker of Parliament, you know they go there as a Sierra Leonean, they go there because of his office. And they carry the institution, that is another arm of government. You see, we get separation of powers. We get Parliament for make law. Judiciary now for interpret law. The executive now for make sure they implement the law them, and at the same time and provide me with all the basic services in the country. So now they all watch themselves. They all supposed to be checks, what you call checks and balances. You understand? Then they check land, then they check land, then they check land. Now you don't make law. Well, you don't make the law done, you don't done. You understand? That man 9 days for interpret law. You know they make you law, you say to that man they will interpret the law, may tell you how to make law. That don't above the separation of powers as far as me concerned. That now one of the good reasons then where I think to say, in all the inside that constitution they say, in King Ifa. But the inside they say the president, the executive, when he need guidance, because not when they make the law, in implementing the implementer. In implementing is when he need guidelines, how for implementer, he can ask the judiciary when are the interpreting organ for interpret that particular thing and advise them.
Now we'll watch Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi. Waiting in say.
Dr. Emmanuel Safabda, are we more? I'm getting more confused today with this explanation. I've been get Honorable Gevao Naya, and we don't get Adi Naya. We don't get this conversation. But it looks like there are other parts to this. Where I don't from Mr. Tijan CTD. But you've been there at the way, right? I remember you've been there. You follow this process throughout. You think what the ruling and the whole process was done constitutionally, following the right procedure?
So, thank you very much. It's a very important but difficult question we ask. And in fact, I think there are a couple of things I want to say before I answer that question. So I just want to clarify something. You remember we've been there the last time when I said I think it's important for us going forward to have a 7-year term. Certain sections of the community say, let President Bio get 7 years. That's not what I said. You were here.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that is very clear because I know people have run with it. In fact, then they put it on the social media all. Remember, for example, there are 2 posts where I don't see. One was from Basita Michael, putting that comment into a very narrow perspective and say, now because President Bio wants 7 years. I don't want an extension of President Bio's term. President Bio's term is 5 years on this constitution. If we amend this constitution, according to the ECOWAS treaty and practice, enough of benefit from them. Now going forward, that was a conversation that we had. I just wanted to make sure that it's very clear.
Make that clarification.
That's out there so people go stop. I think what Hadi Macaulay and Basita who went public misconstruing, even though Hadi was here. The second part is, before I also answer the question, I've said many times, the problem we've had is because we amend this constitution in piecemeal. But also, from which we don't get over the last 2 weeks or so, it actually shows we that this constitution needs an overhaul. That we don't tear the chapter by part. It is time for us to really sit down as a nation without any political action and amend the constitution as to how we want the governance system to be. Because if we not do that, we are going to have this conversation. So I also want to say this procedure, I agree with most of what my senior, Mr. Banja Tijansi say, except that I don't think if Parliament they didn't work and in the process the mistake, it could be treason. People are taking this too far. You
consider what happened as a mistake?
Yeah, it could be a mistake. It could be an error. It could be a misinterpretation. A judge they misinterpret law. Lawyers they go say wrong things in court. Doctors they mistake. So you cannot say it's treason. Even watching the spirit of the constitutional provision really mean is when you completely get out of hands and try to misinterpret the constitution, then you can. You can.
But the speaker is a lawyer, right?
Yeah, but the speaker not gets not a. I mean, Banja Tijansi made the point. The speaker is not a judge. It's not a judge. Wait for begin to talk rule on issues in extension, like that deep one day. So it could be procedural error, but it cannot be treason. That's what I want to make. So let's come to the question we ask. I think the procedure towards doing this now you get boku question. One, how do we interpret 108.2b? That interpretation is not as clear as people want it to look like. Because one of the things is it depends on what you want to do. If you want to use the text alone, just now we're talking to me, Mr. Chukwuemeka and Mr. Timbo, they talk, and Mr. Timbo say, will look at the effect of sections 91. The effect. So you are not talking about text. If you go strictly by text, it takes you to absurdity. So when you read constitutions, you have to read them holistically. And then what is called harmonious interpretation. The constitution say, for let parliament begin doing work, you need a quorum. The constitution did not create any other way to talk about quorum. The quorum now 1/4 of the house. Now the question you want to answer is, when that quorum form, when they do that work, they are what? They are the members of parliament?
Yeah.
Okay. So why are you saying that down the line, the members of parliament now means all members, where the constitution not put all? In countries which are the one use all, they use all. Kenya, Uganda, Zimbabwe, they use all members. You understand? So what you have to say is this interpretation is not as clear as we want for let it look like. Say, oh, what they did is so wrong, it is so clear. The constitution say the members of parliament.
But Dr. Abdullah, which I want to get in context first.
Yes.
You agree what was done wasn't right?
In most instances, it wasn't right. Let me tell you where you will see. The way you say comedy of errors somewhere. And if you watch me in parliament, you could see I was moving, talking to people. Now, just saying to people, I think this is it. Why we not go look at this way? Firstly, we just disagreed outside that if you're voting on the clauses, you don't need 2/3 majority. So when the APC worked out on that basis, it wasn't correct. Because go say, if you take this document, we say, Tono for there, now is for there, you forget 2/3 vote on them. And a simple majority. Now, then we come to the issue where, and it's also based on the fact that Parliament has done it repeatedly wrongly. You understand? Which is it the 2/3 of the members present, or is it 2/3 of the entire member, the entire house? And because they've done it in the Lara case, they did it in the speaker case. It's within
they vote for the speaker
case. So they went with their own practice on it. Is it correct? Maybe not. You understand? So you could see that there were several mistakes done based on the political convenience of the day. But what I am saying here is clear.
It's not reasonable.
First, down there, I disagree on that, and I respectfully disagree on that. But the second part is, if you have a quorum in 89, when you constitute in the quorum, what are you? Is it the House of Parliament? It's members of Parliament, right? And I said this because the United States Supreme Court don't make a ruling on their own section of Article 5, where almost now the same provisions we and then get. They say, no, it is not. And I will quote you the case. The United States Supreme Court said, no, it is not all the members of Parliament.
Now the one that we
play. The one that the U.S. Supreme Court. Yes, when you reach the Article 5, it says both House forget 2/3 when they vote on amending the Constitution on a bill. And they did a decision twice where they said, no, it is not all man. Because if you say all man, 10 people will come together and say, we are not going to vote on that matter. Then you hold the country and the amendment to ransom. Because you cannot get the 2/3 of everyone. Or somebody sick, not come, or 2 people sick, they're not come, they're not give excuse. Then you cannot get to the fixed denominator. You understand? Yeah. So the point is, let me not say this is so clear. It is so clear. No, it is not. If you read the Constitution holistically, you will see say what they've done. In fact, let me talk to the third part before you interject. When Parliament itself realized that 108.2 get problem, what did they do? In the Parliamentary Act, what they did, they added all. A difference. They added all to section 43.3. They added all to it. Why did you add all to sections 43.3 when the parent body, the parent clause in the Constitution 108.2b not get them? Because they will not say there is already a drafting laziness when they do the Constitution. Because what you do is 108.2b left the room for multiple interpretation. If you want to read them by text, you can say, yes, I want to go this way, which is simple. It forbid the whole house. But when you compare them, you understand. But finally, what did the Indians then do? The Indians solved this problem. The Indian Constitution, it blend both. So it said 2/3 of the house and 2/3 of the members present. In one breath. They brought both together for address that problem there.
Now me people they don't get them to people then they don't get Mr. Suleiman Banjati Zatsi, when he's a renowned lawyer, and we don't get also this man we they call Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi, when he's a lawyer. Of course, he's a presidential candidate for the flag bearer of the SLPP. So we all don't read them. But I want to listen to waiting the submit waiting Sylvia Blyden say. Long read waiting Sylvia Blyden say. He says Suleiman Banjati Zatsi is correct apart from the rubbish that the transition from 1971 to 1978 constitution was abrupt and or improper. That is a clear-cut, mischievous misinformation that transition was never abrupt. That waiting this they try for say, now if they try for tell we waiting una will go and go na truth media una follow waiting Banjati Zatsi see. Una follow na truth media because I not get all the video na small part of and where I don't play who I don't see. But they can't answer that side the way he talk the truth. He says His Excellency President Dr. Shaka Stevens GCRSL who passed the referendum act and introduced the concept of referendum to the culture of Sierra Leone constitutional changes in the one Banjati Zatsi is trying to impound that now waiting Banjati Zatsi not a part of this one. I just want tell you say una go na truth media una find out who say the interview Banjati Zatsi we I will call him Lambrana interviewer. Don't I will get all waiting Banjati Zatsi say we Sylvia they can counter and her. He say, well, I cannot stay silent and allow that to pass unchallenged. The transition enjoyed massive engagement and widespread approval by the people over the very long period of time. All done under the guidance of people like Sama Banya. Back then, he was President Stevens APC Blue Eye Boy. So Sama Banya now be President Stephen in Blue Eye Boy. But I don't know how they can call Sama Banya now as the people that we've been stand against the APC. He got now that in that old grudge against Shaka Stephen that Suleiman Banjati Zatsi they exhibit so. Anyway, apart from that small part, his submission is on target, especially as an SLPP partisan man. Brilliant submission. That now this one now we just don't can we are placed for now. So a real comedy of error indeed. Above as written by Dr. Sylvia Olenka Blyden OOR 9 Facebook page down there he pull am. So I want Lord will listen this other one. This other one is a he go for David Senge. He go for David Senge now. What they tell you see Sylvia Blyden they go for the all. How they tell you now. He say Julius Madabio is satisfied with very weak intellectual like Dr. David Senge surrounding him. So Bio will continue to be embarrassed to international partners and United Nations with Senge's exhibited gross ignorance of Section 73, Cap 1 of the Constitution and 40, Cap 4A of the Constitution, of the Sierra Leone Constitution. Big fool chief minister. That's so Sylvia Bladin call David Saga say big fool chief minister. He says sadly Keke Toma they go back this one and for Keke Toma in the go for because Keke Toma make a write-up where I not put now and not get them, but he make up a write-up where Sylvia Bladin himself counter him. Because he say the lie the way they give now in the can challenge them and not go sit down and look people then they lie against things then we not to say it be. So in the come out for can challenge the lies them. So he says sadly Yusuf Keke Toma Sandy does not understand that indeed collection of voices can be used to pass a constitutional amendment for as long as more than 2/3 are in the well of parliament, and there is no division call when the question is put. That is exactly how the voices were done after the second reading in Parliament in the very same month that we are in. Sadly, I cannot help him more than this. Sad state of affairs around the president. Shameful. So shameful. It's a big bunch of lies inside the piece of my small brother and one of my favorite SLPP men, and Land Yusuf Keke Toma Sandy. For a start, the bill to amend the Constitution back in the year 2013 had wholesale and very solid big partisan efforts, and most importantly, it's actually oriented from the NPs themselves and was never from Anes by Kroma. So in the counter where Keke Thomas Sandy they try for put and say na Anes by Kroma, he say not to Anes by Kroma. He say the thing will come out to the NPs, both the APC and the SLPP by then during Anes by Kroma in tenure. If Anes by Kroma had not signed it but sent it back to Parliament as some had requested, the MPs from both sides, from both the SLPP and the APC, made it clear to him that they will use Section 106 Cap 8 to pass it without his signature. The SLPP and APC MPs were in supermajority in support of their bills. They own the bill. They draft it and sent it to the law officers for final draftsman approval. So the scenario is nowhere near the current scenario where the 2/3 majority is yet to be met. But people want the president to engage in a shameful and utterly treasonous conduct. I was the special executive assistant C to President Nkrumah at State House, and I am fully aware of everything that went on, because in addition to being the C, I was also the de facto liaison between State House and Parliament back then. So I speak here with the fullest authority. A lot of what Yusuf Keketoma Sandi has written about the process is a big bunch of lies. If he challenges me, let him bring the SLPP leader in Parliament back then, Honorable Bernadette Lai, to say what happened. Keketoma, you too liable. Addendum to students, Zakaria, now they can, in Facebook submission, they reply some students them waiting na in Facebook page where they talk, waiting and say they reply them. So now this he reply to Zakaria Jallo. He said the current constitutional bill being discussed also passed by voice vote and the second reading as there was no division claimed. The APC understood the issue at hand, and so our noble APC MPs allow collection of voices at voice vote after the second reading with no resistance, because we know the bill had a progressive aspect for women, etc. and etc. And our MPs were prepared to debate the controversial points at committee stage. Go and improve your knowledge and collection of voices. So they reply to Zakaria, say, let's go improve your knowledge and in the collection of voices, on the collection of voices. He say, I am not idle right now. Go find your level to engage, yeah? Are too busy for your idleness. That now, Sylvia Bladin says, the reply Zakaria. So now, if they come to parentarily, they can reply parentarily. Waiting, he reply parentarily. He say parentarily. Say, how many times did I call you your name? Paran. 3 times. Now, go advise Keketoma. He said, parentarily, the current SLPP Secretary General was a very passionate defender of the bipartisan constitutional amendment bill passed on 19th November 2013, when he was by then a sitting member of parliament elected under the SLPP. Check the answer of parliament for that debate, and you will see how parentarily was so much in support of the bill to an extent. He said, as long as the new speaker and deputy speaker were older than 40 years of age, that is it. Honorable Umar Parentarally represented constituency 069 in Bo district by then. Today, Parentarally need to go and educate Keketoma Sandi for us, so Keketoma can stop spreading lies against the All People's Congress. APC. This is the bill that Yusuf Keketoma Sandi is today claiming was forced on Parliament of Sierra Leone by President Nkrumah and APC. Parentarily, go educate our brother Keketoma, please. So now this Sylvia Bladin say. He go there, he say memory lane. The Constitution of Sierra Leone Amendments Act 2013, they try for justify in claims where they make against Keketoma for prove in lies them where they make. It say the Constitutional Amendment Bill Amendment Act 2013. Now they reply Keketoma Sandi Esquire. In November 2013, the APC administration, led by former President Anes Nkrumah, introduced a bill in Parliament. Aro Bakari, the Deputy Minister of Justice, present it in what appeared to be a deliberate effort to revive a provision associated with the 1978 one-party constitution. It said the bill altered a fundamental qualification for election as speaker under section 79 cap 1 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone 1991. It removed the requirements that the speaker be a judge of the Supreme Court of judicature or have previously held short judicial office. It also amended subsection 2 and 3 of section 80, changing the election of the deputy speaker from the first sitting of each parliamentary session to the first sitting of parliament. In effect, this transformed the deputy speaker's tenure from an annual appointment into a 5-year term. The process was as controversial as the substance. In what many regarded as constitutional maneuvering by the APC, the submissive Speaker, Justice Abel Strong, was effectively sidelined after the prayers. Honorable Ibrahim S. Sisi, then Clerk of Parliament, announced the Speaker's absence and invited the Deputy Speaker, APC Honorable Cherno Ramadan Majuba, to preside. The APC appeared to be in short a hurry that although the House was called to order at 10 a.m., the Constitution of Sierra Leone Amendment Act 2013 had been passed by 12:55 p.m. In less than 3 hours, the bill had gone through the readings. The committee stage and the voting process, which faster than lightning. The vote was conducted by a collection of voices under Standing Order 45, SO 45. Curiously, our APC friends who now portray themselves as the new guardian of the Constitution considered that procedure sufficient, proper, and lawful. Some observers even suggested at the time that APC MPs needed speech therapy merely to pronounce section 108(2) of the Constitution of Sierra Leone 1991. In the chamber, no recorded vote was taken to establish that the bill had secured on the second and third readings. The support of not less than the 2/3 of the members of parliament. Following the voice vote, the bill was declared passed and became law. The deputy speaker and APC MPs were apparently so confident that the non-entrenched provision in section 79 cap 1, 80 cap 2 and 80 cap 3 could be amended through a collection of voices without recourse to section 108 cap 2, section 108 cap 2b, that the matter was not even referred to the Supreme Court for an opinion. Before the bill was passed on 31st October 2013, the SLPP, then the main opposition party, issued a scattering press release condemning it. The party described the proposed amendments as an attempt to return Sierra Leone to a authoritarian past, drawing directly from the notorious 1978 one-party constitution. During the parliament proceedings, Honorable Dr. Bubaki Jabi of blessed memory also strongly opposed the bill, describing it as wholly irrelevant and unnecessary. On 19th November 2013, the very day the bill was passed, 28 civil society organizations, including the country's leading civil society group, issued a joint statement condemning the proposed amendments and urging President Nkrumah to withhold his assent. Lo and behold, President Nkrumah signed the bill into law on 29th November 2013. The civil society organizations appealed to the former president to not to sign it, ultimately amounted to looking the stable door after the horse had bolted. This history matters because constitutional principles cannot be applied selectively. Whatever one view of the speaker, view of the speaker's ruling during the passage of the Constitution of Sierra Leone Amendments Act 2026, it must be acknowledged that Speaker Senge Paul Thomas delivered a considered ruling and referred to matters to the Supreme Court. The contrast between 2013 and 2026 is instructive. The 2025 bill underwent months of dialogue, engagement and consultation. It said in the same vein, the allegation of cash and car trumpeted by my friend and majority leader Abdul Kago are both affable and ill-advised, given the public low level of trust in politicians. I am not sure I genuinely believe those allegations will be taken seriously. The leak audio confirmed by Honorable Tawakonte, Deputy Speaker, suggests that it was an APC MP who was seeking assistance to support the bill. In light of the leak audio, the allegation may prove to be Abdul Kabo foot in mouth movement. Now listen to what Honorable Gevau say.
So how the speaker interprets the simple majority or the majority? Because they're not in the bone of contention now.
I was soon candid. So on that issue, Honorable Daniel Kuruma take the floor, spend 2 hours, they bring analogy about if Moyambage and WAW or Kambia get war, if we not go talk saying a salon get war. You understand? It count them all analogy. If he hate heart, if you not go saying that the body don't hurt, you know, for 2 hours he was on it. So they say it's a filibuster. Okay, the speaker say, wait, I get for give a ruling on this issue. Once I give a ruling, it will take care of everything. So after Honorable Daniel Kuruma, Honorable Tawakonte take the podium, it support the same position, so we have to go by section 91. So because it say we forgo by section 91, but at that stage, before it say we go by section 91, speaker don't ask we for vote. APC members, SLPP members, then vote. We vote amount to 97.
We start voting here.
We stood up on this consultation issue. Everybody stood up in his stand.
Speaker asked all man vote.
Yes.
The APC was in the world by then.
Yes. Check the records. SLPP,
all the APC members
and they stood up. They were 49. Mohammed Bangura and Honorable Thompson of APC voted on the side of SLPP. I am the honorable member. I am on camera, and the hands are there. Cameras are there. When our sister journalists them in the day, they go confirm this. SLPP tinap na their seat. We were 97, and painfully, I hope we pray for that person. There is a paramount chief that is really sick. Very sick. That paramount chief came to parliament. He came to parliament and he voted. Okay? On the APC side, they stood, all of them, gigantic, and they could count them. They were 49. Yesterday. On the issue of consultation, which was the first vote after Honorable Abdukabo stood on a division and the House went on a division. I am sure my brother was there. They stood up and they were counted. They were 49. But even before they counted, Honorable AKK, if you go on social media, whatever is in the web will not be deleted, has tweeted on social media that 3 of their members did not come to parliament. He's a very honorable man. He's a very honorable man. He tweeted that 3 of their members did not come to parliament. So 49 of them were in parliament. 51 of them went, but 2 voted on the side of consultation, on the side with SLPP. 49 of them voted against the motion. So when Mr. Speaker reinforced his ruling that the ayes have it after that voting and head count, it was at that time that Honorable Abdukabo made his opening and closing speech that they cannot be part of the process because they believe that clause by clause vote should be 2/3 majority and not simple majority. Because this head count, we were using 91, which made reference, 91-1, which made reference to simple majority, unlike 2/3 majority. At that point, they walked out.
Now you calling him.
Now you calling him. No, now you calling him. Now you calling him. Me not ever calling him. Now you tell me but wait till Honorable Gevau say. Now make her the respond to her. Me not get Honorable Gevau in time. Now you calling him and wait till you say now they respond to. Now then they say because they take excuse for some members them. So the one that we mean they now 97. So 97. No. If you read SO 44. It only states, say the one the way they take official excuse, then for excluding at the count, in a case where one pass state of emergency. Because when una want pass state of emergency, na urgent something. Some people then go they way go out on official duties. Some people then they way go they oversee on official duties. You know, they will say they all come. So then you they exclude them in the count of 2 thoughts and take records of the one the way it did. And make sure say you go with the 2 thoughts. Then enough for only state of emergency. That if something urgent happen to the country, una want go past state of emergency, una no need for with them. But what is urgent about the constitution? Then they not apply in the constitution. No? Now that make if you read the SO, it clearly states it. So whether that person take excuse, whether I not take excuse, once it is not alive, it is counted among the 2 thoughts of members of
this
parliament.
entire week, we don't talk to legal people then.
Of course.
For sound their opinion and their explanation on how they interpret this 2/3 majority versus the simple majority where the speaker used for pass the constitutional amendment bill. One of the legal people in Chukwuemeka Taylor, in belief say, una been get some technical error then. The time where you grab and walk out with your MP them, una be still the committee stage. And after the committee stage, there should be a reporting. Now during the 10 day now, the speaker for pose the question, but una no wait you walk out of parliament.
No. I have been a member of parliament for long now. And I believe say I so fee with the standing orders of parliament and the constitution.
Was that the right time?
Yes, not been the right time. I will tell you why. Firstly, after what the committee stage, in fact, when they say second reading, not to just the second reading no more. When they say second reading, the minister they go first at the beginning of second reading. They go first is idea for ask for la read the constitution the second time or for la read the bill the second time. Usai second reading they begin. Then usai at the end. Now after the debate of parliament. That the debate all the inside second reading. Third reading. Where the minister can before we begin the third reading. If they come for say read say idea for read the bill the third time. So from where it begin for read the bill, say it can't do the ending all na third reading. Even the committee stage, it dey on that third reading. Yeah? And I tell you, we stand in orders, SO 44.3, talk say for any alteration, underline the word alteration of the constitution, you don't need less than 2 thoughts.
Liberty, good morning, Mabel, good morning, Khadija, Mambo, good morning, and even the lawyer, instantly. It's been very exceptional. I don't follow up from long.
Honorable,
Remember where I go. Yes.
I just want where you dey start for talk. Let you clarify, because we have see a clip of you where you began interviewing at the media. They talk about these allegations where Mambu they respond to this morning. But just start first for clear the air na ya. If not true say anybody in a government be approach any APC member of parliament in terms of bribing una for sake of the bill where they just don't pass through.
Yes, firstly, let me make it clear, say, not to nobody force the members of parliament them. Not to nobody coerce them. The members of parliament now then do an open confession in the presence of all MPs them, not only 1 minute though. The party executives have been the where they been the talk, say they make approaches to them, they make offers to them. Yeah.
So make the offer and to others.
No, then they go left with the members of parliament. Them. No one jeopardize their security. Yeah. Now openly then talk, not to say na me 1 minute. Then talk outside all members of parliament bindi. Outside Waldi, outside the party executive bindi.
But Honorable Abdukabo, if there are allegations of bribery, you as a leader of the opposition, why protecting the person where you members of parliament tell you say, make attempts for bribe them? Why protecting the person?
Yes, now my own responsibility that one for protect me membership. Una no say Salon not to like any other country. Una know that very well. Say Salon not to like any other country. Or say somebody go come out give views peacefully, nothing no do. Una all know that they. So now me understand as the leader for protect them. But they did not speak to me alone. No. then come talk in the presence of all members of parliament. In the presence of all members of, well, I go to wait him and they say, the allegations that we make it very grave, very, very grave. For say the executive of the party say then they go burn Tamem Koyos, or then they go do this, then they go do that. No, APC not to that kind of party. APC not to that kind. On all see, remember Ngwe and Thompson went against the instructions of the party. But often now they are living peaceably. We say when are members of parliament, we laugh with them, we joke with them. Why they not go burn the house there? Why they not go attack there? Not a member them go attack. So then grave things there where the hinder the stability of we nation. Stop for the make propaganda over them. Yeah, not stop for the make propaganda over. For talk say then they go burn us, then they go burn this, then they go burn down and now the APC executive now they say so. Our executive is as peaceful as any other thing. They will never condescend to that level. Every member of parliament, you've been there, nobody know the way they force. After I give me your statement, and me feel say the constitution very clear. It say no clause, it say any of this provision. You not say the entire constitution, it say any of them provision there we were amend. You know the amender with less than 2/3 of members of parliament. So when the speaker say we go committee stage on simple majority, and a committee stage we amend the constitution. Now they would pull east, now they would pull west, now they would put this. So me feel say amending that constitution at committee stage without the prerequisite 2/3 is against the constitution. If now vote will mean the vote, if speaker means we say now 2/3 as stated in the constitution, then they amend the constitution. I had no business removing my MPs. We all for don't there participate in the process. We went to parliament to vote. We for don't go and participate in the process. But Usai speaker they say now by simple majority. Usai, if they go amend constitution by simple majority, I don't feel say me will be a party for amend the constitution at committee stage.
Honorable, Mambo
Yes,
say inge evidence then are in phone where we challenge and for produce, but he say he not go disclose in source. Evidence that on a party office on a day up to midnight, they threaten on a MP them where be one for votes in favor of this particular bill.
From when we begin this constitution till we end and so we not ever hold meeting na party office na net.
And make sure
We not ever hold meeting online, Mambo. There's no one day.
I get plenty.
We not ever. But na me they tell you. Me na a leader with credibility. I want to know that. I'm not a talk for please the public. I they talk, with the conscience. I'm a God-fearing person. And the assure Mambo say we not ever hold meeting na net. We not ever hold meeting online from when this constitution begin. In fact, the process and procedures where it is said that getting members of parliament. Now, members of parliament they suggest what we for do. Now then they suggest what we for do. Now members of parliament they suggest what we for do. Yes. So nobody they not force. And they go say this country. Now we get this country. Salon a small country. If we were then at that level, this level of animosity. It's not good for we.
But Honorable Abdukagwa, I remember in an interview I do with you, now the one-on-one show, also have been challenged. You say there are rumors out there, say you in particular, them bribe you with money and motorcar ahead of the passing of the constitutional amendment bill. You deny on camera, you go back and contradict yourself, say the SLPP make attempts for bribe on an MP then.
No, it's different from the two things away they talk so different.
What he make a difference? There was an attempt according to you.
Nobody no ever bribe me. You are talking about me. Nobody no ever give me motorcar. Everybody know.
Of course, we try
the motorcar I get.
very close
how
to
I get them.
5,000. view
I
subscribers.
buy
So
motoka
our
in
law, this
January.
target them
And that
don't
motoka
do.
then na even California
Go
outside
post
lawyer
for another
is can
7
come na dey come.
go more
They
than
come Kanda
5,000.
Camara when I the president
So
of
for
the Sierra
now,
Leone society na
5,000
California and I buy that motoka dey for me count Ikauta. In fact, na California number plate me need
support me for my
until I change am.
So if you are the
I mean, not
leader, if you are the leader of the opposition at parliament, the government will make attempts for bribe you. Why you go come out now the public and make such kind allegation? Say you MP tell you say the government make attempts for bribe am. If the SLPP decide for pursue legal action against you, you go able bring this you MP forward for prove the allegation there.
You dey listen me?
I am honorable. I am.
The member of parliament did not talk before me alone. He spoke before the entire leadership.
So waiting
Before even the ordinary MPs them. He talked before the leadership of the party. He talked before we the MPs them. So not to me one he can't say Abdul Nasser.
This
He talked before everybody. Say attempts were made on him.
encourage you now for follow me.
Yes.
For the get
Me nobody know ever bribe me. Nobody know even carry
So honorable, now that make I ask you say, even though you want for protect you member of parliament, but who that you member of parliament talk say make this attempt for bribe am?
watch.
Now they tell you say the member of parliament not state specifically who that make the attempt.
Maybe they talk against
It's we say attempts were made on him. It's we say they make their offers, then they will state so. Not to me one. In fact, in the presence of the entire opposition MPs, them ask any one of them, he go tell you say yes, he been did it. Whilst the member of parliament they talk. Yeah.
So if you be no say you want for protect this MP, why you come out with the claim say you MP tell una say they make attempt for bribe out money and motoka. Now you don't let the public more confused because you say they disclose the MP for insecurity.
No, yes, for insecurity. Under normal circumstances, you can do dandy. Under normal circumstances, you can do dandy. But in a situation where you find yourself, you get to be very aware of what you do.
Are you saying the country not get that kind of freedom for let somebody express himself?
On corruption.
Maybe you don't know that, Khadija, you don't know that they say issues then they. Issues then they.
But you're a political leader, an opposition leader, at that, honorable.
Yes, being a political leader and aware of the issues that they. Now that make another one expose me and piece them to any danger.
All right, many thanks. So you clarify that point there. Honorable Abdul Kabo say, yes, indeed, you MP tell you say the SLPP make attempts for bribe them, for let them go vote in favor of the constitutional amendment bill. That's how be the opposition leader in a parliament, where they counter some of the things them, where the SLPP PRO get na the studio Moses Mambo they make. Could they come back to other?
Anyway, me people them I don't listen to Mambu. Waiting they say, you know, Mambu self don't already clarify say the people they make attempts. You know, we get some APC MPs them where they are not trustworthy. Nobody know for believe them for anything waiting and they do. You know that particular audio way that individual Tamem call talk na is saying na AI, not to AI, na SSF. You know, yeah. You know, but the person self will record he's not able to record everything. Before don't record everything he's saying, and now we know if whether an AI or this. Not to AI at all. But me people them, you know, now this they happen in our country. One rotten fish now they pull all the other fish then at the basket. Even in the APC, we get good politicians the way we did it during 1990. Then they're honest, then they work diligently, they work very hard for CCA President Kuma succeed. But get one them way be say they own Italian as well they get they own if no put the name na radio or newspaper for saying that this they don't do, na this they don't crime they don't commit, you know, see that no go. So when people then they talk against them, people then they put everybody in the same basket. So the members of parliament them, you get the good one them, the one them when are trustworthy people the way they afraid God. Get the one them when are lucky one and go there for make money, you know, not go there for help Sierra Leone and Sierra Leoneans them. So this is how it is happening. So for where Sylvia say, he say waiting Abdukabo they say, and waiting Mambu they say. Mambu said don't shoot himself in foot 9. He don't shoot himself 9 leg because he say Tamem Kobin they make attempt for call them for make them go this or that. All on in allegation, they say an allegation, but according to Mambu, he don't shoot himself 9 legs. So waiting they deny now say Abdukabo not get justification for say not say he get justification. Nobody not go prove say Abdukabo get justification for waiting they say so, but based on waiting we see happen and the way the parliamentarians, some of them they make, according to that leak audio, you show say yes on an attempt for go bribe them. So the thing this. So now this now the reason we make Abdukabo just drag them come out now the well of parliament. Because if they continue for the day, some man no go grab for go vote. You see? So now some of the things then this will happen. And the 3 members of parliament, they will also, according to Mambu, will then tell you say they are out there for medical reasons. You don't see? So then not there in a parliament for medical reasons. And some man go fly out. But according to the constitution, they say members of parliament present. Members of parliament. No, not tell you say members in parliament present. No. And members of parliament. Now then get the 2/3 and for make the 2/3 majority. Now for make the 2/3 majority before ever they pass on the bill. The parliament, but the SLPP not do them. Then go ahead and bulldoze their own way. So now all these things they are so now put together and say, well, now it is the people them. Now the message this is what I get from now.